threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Check 13. Check 13. Pilot, 64, weak. Switch.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Tony Brown there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This complete to Lockett. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
It's caught. Lockett. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's coming, double up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 20! Hey.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Check 70!
Now Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1 yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Michael set, 180!
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, 180!
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And some space here. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Cooper's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Allen. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Kamara. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 14.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Protein spill.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Ready. 180. Like 59. Just like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. Alvin Kamara with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. Hey. Look at him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Set, number 20. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. 32. Set 25.
final shot before the break. Stanford. And that will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On second down, Bernard. Pass the Giovanni Bernard. Nothing but green grass. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Giovanni Bernard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Patriots 14. Will Lutz sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hallett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Exit, exit.
Again, they'll run it with motion. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, play.
Now they try the right side here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Mike 5-4. We own it.
On second down, here's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Red 80. Mike 54. Three bud. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
54 is Mike. Mike 5-4. Check. Mike 54. Strip that ball.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 20! Easy!
Now a handoff looking right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Bernard. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Cut. Watch out. Hey, 70! Any weapon. Watch the ship.
They'll run again with Bernard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jaguars 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
They've got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Stay 50. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
No. Hey, easy. Shit. 59. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Kill. 1-1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Mike 96. Come on. Tighten up, tighten up.
Topper!
Watch the whip.
Left side complete to Lockett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Switch. Mike 96. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check three.
To throw is Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Monday.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jaguars, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.